Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. In case you don't know me, my name is Fiona and I'm a full-time artist. And on this channel, I like to take you with me on my artistic journey, whether that means working on projects here in my studio, going out to see art exhibits, doing art supplies and sharing my haul with you, basically anything related to my artist life. So if that sounds like something you're into, please like and subscribe. It helps me out so much and I would really appreciate it. So in today's video, I work on another outdoor mural, and I'm not gonna do a long explainy intro here because I think when I started recording it, I explained it then. So let's get into it.
Good morning, friends. As you can see, I am out here. I am walking Zelda, and I am meant to start a mural this morning, but our weather conditions aren't great. It has gone from worse to better. It was originally meant to storm all morning, but now it looks like in the next hour we're gonna get a patch of rain and that might clear up. So yeah, my hope is to pop over to the wall maybe later this afternoon and get going, but I'll have to check in with the client because I imagine they'll want to be there to see the start of it. You know, and we can talk about scale. Since this wall is going to be pretty special, it's going to be my marks, and that's it. So, yeah, there's a bit of backstory to that, but I'm going to finish walking Zelda. I'll get back in the studio, and I'll give you guys more of the roundup of what's happening. So, see you over there.
Okay, I am in the studio and trying to figure out, can I get out in this weather to do the mural? So just to give you guys a background on it, it is a mural for a video studio. And the reason I got linked up with this is my friend Chris, who owns a studio. It's called RIOT. He knows me from when we worked together at Coach, going way back. Essentially, if you don't know my story, I used to work as an art director in the fashion industry, and I worked at Coach for about 5 years. And during that time, I had the lovely experience of getting to work with a lot of fabulous people, and Chris was one of them. He was a contractor and he would come in and do video work for us. And so he still does work for Coach. He does work for Tiffany's. So his company has really expanded. They do a lot of big brand names, and basically he has a space nearby in town. We've been talking about me doing a mural there for quite some time because he remembers when I used to work at Coach, you know, I was doing my graphic design, art director stuff, but I would be in meetings and my notebooks were just filled with my mark making. And he said, yeah, I just want a mural of your marks. So it's really nice when you get a client that is a friend and who knows your work and appreciates it. He's also collected work of mine over the years, so shout out to him. Thank you for letting me do this. And his main thing he kept saying to me when I went to see the space and check out the wall was, he goes, I just want a piece of your art. I just want a piece of your art on the wall. So it really doesn't get any better than that when you're working with a client. The interesting thing, and I will show this to you, is we were originally just thinking high contrast white marks on the wall. He already has the outside of the wall prepped, but he then sent me a sort of mirror reflective pen. Unfortunately, it was a craft pen, so that would just not work outside. But I did a bit of research and I found, let me take this out. Okay, so what I ended up finding was this. It's a MOLOTOW liquid chrome marker. Ends out a lot of people seem to use it for modeling sets, but it was created for graffiti artists so you could go out and do basically marking outside and get this sort of chrome effect. So I did some tests and let me show them to you. So here are the tests I did. I did on paper, which is good to note that it loses all the reflectiveness. It just becomes sort of a regular metallic marker when you have something super absorbent. Then I tried an unprimed wood just to see, and it might be hard to tell in the video, But there you go. You can kind of see there the mirror reflectiveness coming through. You get kind of a mirror effect, but since it's still fairly absorbent, not as strong as it could be, then I did a small test on a piece of wood with it primed with house paint, since this is what I will be doing. This is more of the color of the wall. It's like a dark navy gray blue. But with the house paint, it's really quite reflective. See, I'm wearing a pink shirt, so you guys are picking up on that. You can see, if you get close enough, like the details of my fingers in it. So anyway, I was quite encouraged by that. And I'm thinking this sort of scale for the marks, because then when it's up, you know, when you're standing away from the wall, it's quite effective. You imagine a big wall with this. So anywho, today was the plan to start, but it is very wet outside. I think the rain has been called off now officially, but sometimes it's hard to work with this sort of pen in damp conditions because it might not cure as well as it should. I had said to Chris, you know, weather pending, I would start Tuesday instead. Today's Monday, but I don't know. I'm really debating, do I just try and go out there today and get a start? So I will check back in with you guys later, probably when I'm over there. Me again, got myself ready and was about to head out, and I stepped outside and it's raining now. So I think I'm gonna hang back and maybe try this afternoon. I don't know, but we're gonna do some work in the studio, and I will see you when I see you over at the mural. Good morning, my friends. It is a new day. It is the next day. I am showered up and ready to go, and we have good weather conditions. So I'm gonna get my stuff together, throw my pens into here, and head out. Let's go. Here is the wall, and my tests here. Just ran it by the client, and they are good with it. So we're gonna jump in. Bit here, but I need to get this upper corner, and my problem is there is a hill right here, so my ladder goes kind of wonky. But once this corner is done, the rest of it's cake because I can use my A-frame. This is part of working on projects like this. It's gonna look really cool though. So I just managed to get that corner, my bug friend hanging out with me, and I'm like in the bush. sorry to this bush, because I like literally climbed through it, but we got that corner. So now the rest should be cake.
refill, but I didn't watch a video online of how to do this. I know this can come off here, and then there's this. I'm wondering if I need to pop this part off, which I'm thinking I do. But there's this. This is the refill. And it has this. And I was like, oh, maybe it's just about pushing it in. Maybe this is the way to do it. I think this is how you do it, actually. I can't even tell if anything's coming out of here. Oh, it is. This will take a while if this is how you're meant to do it. Alright, so I managed to get this off, and as you can see, she is empty. So we are going to refill. Keep in mind it is a little messy. Alright, let's fill her up. Whoop! All the way to the top there! And I still have some left, which is good. I'm gonna do this gently. Try not to waste anything. Actually, I think this is probably gonna spill a little bit because I think I filled it up too high. That's alright. That's pretty cool. Because then, yeah, this needs to go here. Oops, I did the opposite end. Well, at least that's coated now. See, it's gonna spill over. Ah! I've gotten it back together, but keep in mind that you should not fill it to the top. Let's see. Ta-da! Looks like I have chrome hands now. I'm gonna go wash my hands, but we're good now. Good to keep going. I just stopped for a lunch break and got myself a tea because it is cold and windy. But the sun has just decided to come out, and I'm gonna keep working. It's looking pretty neat so far, though. Skillfully taped up these wires so I can paint the wall without it getting in the way. With that said, if it falls, it will smear the pen, so I'm a little bit a ways from it, and I'm gonna see if it will fall in the meanwhile. If not, I'm gonna have to find a stronger tape. Find out. It's getting to be sundown, and I just have this corner here and that corner there to do. I had to use gaffer tape because my painter's tape didn't work up there. But my hope is to get that, well, get maybe both done tonight, and then I'm gonna come back tomorrow, see how everything's curing, do any touch-ups, and then I'm gonna sign it, because you gotta sign it last. And that is the entire wall. The only thing I'll have to do is remove that tomorrow and do the bit behind it, and sign it. I can't believe that I managed to do this in an entire day. But I'm really pleased with it. It's really unique. But yeah, I'm tired, so I'm gonna get everything loaded into the car, get this into the back, and I'll be back tomorrow. Morning, friends. I'm back and everything is cured very nicely. We're gonna get up closer. The one thing that I am considering doing is going in and filling in between the panels where it goes through. The client, he's fine either way. He says could do or could not do. I'm inclined to at least try it. He does have some of the original house paint, so if it doesn't pan out, I can just fill it in. And then the other exciting piece is they have now asked me to do on the other side of the bush. So this wall. So let me turn the camera around so you guys can see what I'm talking about. So this is this side of the building, and they said how it kind of lends itself to wanting that part to be done as well. And I agree. So you can see it more overall. And then there is this side too, but to be a part of that mural, it feels like, yeah, that side should be done. They were very sweet though. When I showed up this morning, they were like, can you just do the entire building? Which is always what you want to hear as an artist. So I'm excited to jump in today. I'm gonna try connecting a few of those panels, see if it makes a big enough impact or not, and we'll take it from there. Day 2, let's go. All right, so I have a fresh one of these, and then I have a smaller one to try filling in here. Let's give it a shot. Okay, I did try filling it in just so we could see, but as you can tell, there's quite a few little crevices, like it's more textured than here. So when the light's hitting it, it's really popping more than what we would like. So I imagine doing that across the whole wall, it's gonna be like all these little silver pops, which is not the look, but I'm glad we tried it. I scratched that itch in my brain. I showed the client and he said no. So we're just gonna get this house paint, just cover those little places back in, and move on to the other side. All right, I'm gonna have to dive back into my friend the bush. But this isn't as high up, so my ladder should hopefully get me further over there without me having to live completely in here. What creatures may lie in this bush, but we're gonna try.
So while that's doing a bit of curing, before I go in and do some touch-ups, Chris has so kindly allowed me to go inside and show you guys what it is on the inside. And I think you'll see when you see some of the artwork and the furniture why this particular style works well with this building. So let's take a look.
All right, so Chris came up with an idea for our plaque, which is to do it reversed. So I think I'm gonna have to make some stencils for some block lettering and update that. But for today, I'm just going in with the fine brush and touching up anything that might need it, like for instance, just give it that little extra crispiness. I'm not trying to make it perfect because that's not the point, but just little areas where it looked a little on the rough side, maybe because of the texture of the wall. But yeah, that's what I'm going to be working on today because I have about 2 hours left before Andre needs the car tonight. So I think I'll probably get some touching up done today and then go home and make that stencil. Yep.
All right, friends, that is me done for another day. But I will be back tomorrow to add the plaque and to touch up the small wall on this side. See you then. Good morning, friends. I am in the studio working on creating a stencil for the tag. Zelda wants to say hi, everyone. Hi, Zelda. Okay. Always needing attention. So, this is what it's looking like. I had to pick a condensed font because otherwise it would not fit. And now I'm putting it onto letterhead paper to create the actual stencil. And so I'll have to cut all these out to line them up. But basically, this is what it should hopefully look like with metallic around it. But the reason I have to put it onto letterhead paper is because that is the size of my printer. So we'll see how this works. Wish me luck. Hey, get your nose out of there. Get it, Zelda.
drama. Zelda, it's okay. I know. I know. It's all right. Hey. God. Okay.
I would normally use sturdier paper for a stencil, but since I'm literally going to be tracing it, I think it should be all right. An X-Acto and a ruler. In fact, I think I'm going to put a fresh blade on.
Just finished. I'm gonna have to let it cure before I try and wipe away the chalk, but it didn't come out too bad. Well, friends, that's me all done, and I'll show some clips at the end so you can see it in all its final glory. But I hope you enjoyed watching this process. Leave any comments below if you have questions. It's noisy out here because it's rush hour, but shout out to all the team at Riot who've been just so nice having me here this week, and so accommodating, and just really fun people. I'll link them below. Definitely check them out. If you have any videography needs, they are the people. So check them out. And yeah, that's it for now. Till next time, stay well and stay